depending on where you are. How are you doing? So just earlier I had a shower, but no matter, like if you had shower, I don't know, like 6 times a day, it wouldn't matter because the weather is just so humid, hot, that it's just very sticky easily. You get um, like this unpleasant feeling, that you got to you got to have a shower again. But this is a huge problem because think of how many millions of people need water in this city alone. Istanbul has a population of over 16 million people, and imagine how much water every single one of them needs. Imagine over 16 million people, and they all need water. But how long will the water be enough? Because it hasn't been raining for months. I mean, there was somewhere in other parts of the town a tiny rainfall. You would call it rainfall, but that's not enough. And here where I live, absolutely no no raindrop. Everything is yellow. Everything is like the grass is yellow, and it's just oof. Whenever I look outside, and I don't want to see this view of yellow, like the grass is completely yellow, no green, um, and I'm just reminded, oh my God, how long? When is it going to rain? Seriously, like a proper rainfall. When is it going to happen? So anyway, returning to the topic about destiny, which is a topic, some people are born under a fortunate star, I think, because they get to become, important people, in their lives. They become special, and but not everyone can be special, as we know. So this is such why are some people born fortunate? For me, from day one, I wasn't fortunate because I was born premature and I wasn't lucky. And so, but other people are born fortunate. They have healthy bodies, they look beautiful, and so they are fortunate. But I'm not. So, why is it that some people have better destiny than others? I ask myself, why do I live in Turkey? I couldn't have lived in a better place, perhaps. Is there a better place? Like, I ask myself, as a person who comes from a very small country, unfortunately, I come from a very small country called Hungary. And I feel like a failure. Do you know why? Because I haven't achieved anything. I mean, just for me to speak fluent English, it's not enough. It's not enough. I mean, in this changing world that we live in, it's not enough at all. So I'm basically looking around, and I see everybody else better off than me. Like, it doesn't matter, if you speak fluent English, it doesn't mean anything. So I'm just saying, it sucks to come from a small country, and well, basically Hungarians are not helpful people at all, and they are very cold for the most part. You got to dig something for yourself. They are not going to help you. So it's just a difficulty that other people are born in different countries, and the countries that they are born into, those are lovely countries, very hospitable and nice people, but I wasn't born in such country, so it sucks, you know. So I'm like, why is it that other people have all the blessings and I don't? I don't have anything. I look ugly as hell, you know, like my teeth, I could never have it fixed. It would cost a lot of money. I don't have a home, so what would I spend money on? I don't have a home. My teeth suck. My body has a lot of issues, and so I'm getting old, and so what is it that what is there for me? Like, I think there's nothing left for me to live for. Like, I just pretend, desperately pretend in my videos. You can see that I'm trying to, and basically, like, today I went into town and got back, and then I went outside and made those videos that I uploaded today, but I feel exhausted from the heat in Turkey and from the sun, the blazing sun, and I have no energy left. I should drink coffee, but I'm like, it still doesn't give me any energy. Like, I feel stuck, you know, like I don't have any energy left to do anything because the heat in Turkey is so terrible. And in Istanbul, it's humid heat, which is disgusting. You get a sticky feeling on your skin. Ah, yuck. And even at nighttime, you cannot sleep. At nighttime, you get like you like just want to have a shower, like, but you can't. I mean, the amount of times that I would like to have a shower, there's not enough water for that. You know, in Istanbul I feel disgusted from my body because it's humid heat and I'm not used to it. I was born in a landlocked country which doesn't have sea, so I just hate the climate that has sea, you know. I would like, I don't know, to be away from the sea. Even though where I live in this neighborhood, which is you know, a useless neighborhood in Istanbul, but like far from the sea, but it still gets that humid weather. So anyway, um, what about you? What do you think about, you know, your destiny? Are you pleased with where you are in life right now? Do you think that if you had been somebody else, it would have been better for you? I personally think that I would have liked to be someone else in a different body, perhaps a different gender even. But I'm not glad that I'm, you know, this. And I would pay, you know, if I had money, I would pay everything just to be somebody else. Everything. If I had money, I would pay everything to be somebody else. Like, like I cannot be happy. Nothing can give me that happiness, you know, like when you are not you know, you are not the person that you don't find inspiring, you don't find cool, you don't have talents, then you start to feel depressed that, oh my god, why the hell I live for? What do I live for? And basically, I am not young, so I don't really have anything to live for because I'm old and ugly. And so, why would I continue? Why would I continue? And yeah, I mean, you can see that my genetics is not blessed. The hair that I have is useless. Do you know why? It's very thin layer. Absolutely no chance to make this look any good. Why? People say, cut your hair short. But I don't like, I look like a boy. But, you know, people say, oh, but if you have slightly long, it's not long. It's not even medium length. But then people say, oh, it looks bad on you, you know, like this type. So they say short hair. And then I think, oh, but I look like a boy. And but I can't have long hair. Do you know why? My genetics doesn't allow. I wait for months and months and months, and I still don't have my hair like length to here or anything. I have never had a hair longer here than like maximum this. That was like the maximum. Never longer because I can't have. But everywhere else, where I don't want anything, the hair grows out fast. It's just really irritating. Like everywhere where I don't want hair to grow out, it grows out on me. But on my head, it doesn't grow fast. It doesn't grow. How irritating it can be, I can't tell you. And I would just, kill this body that I have and change with somebody else. Desperately. I mean, I'm not joking, I'm serious. But I can't do that. I mean, it's not possible, right? Reality is that there's no way that I could get out of this body. Another thing that frustrates me is my skin is white skin. And do you know how much it sucks in a place like Turkey? This country is frigging hot. It's blazing sun. And the sun tortures my skin. Oof. But I don't trust in some of the doctors. They say sunscreen this and that. And who knows? I mean, I read somewhere that some of those sunscreens can cause skin cancer. So what can I do? And some say, oh, then the vitamin D doesn't come. If you put sunscreen on, the vitamin D is blocked. So what? Who shall I listen to? I don't know. But it's not a blessing to have white skin. Even though you may disagree with me, you would say, oh, she's lucky because she has white skin. No, I'm the minority, guys. I'm the minority, and therefore I'm not lucky. And I'm not a lucky minority because I'm not Jewish. So that's the other thing I wanted to mention is that I think the Jewish are blessed. Despite all the persecution that they received, the Jewish are blessed. I'm a minority as a person with white skin, but in the world, but I'm not blessed. But the Jewish people are blessed, even if they are persecuted. I wish I had been Jewish, I mean, I would have somebody to turn to for help. But as a non-Jewish person, I have nowhere to turn to for help. Nowhere. Absolutely zero chance, because the non-Jewish people, they don't help anyone. There are so many non-Jewish people, they only care about themselves and they don't help anyone. That's why it's depressing to be non-Jewish. It's very depressing for me. At this, I have experienced these earthquakes and fires and all shit. I'm just sick of everything. Gosh, I just don't want to be in this hot country. It's just freaking hot. I can't bear it. No air conditioning, no freaking anything. I can't live here. My body is not suitable for this. I mean, I'm not lying to you. I just can't bear it. Like every single day sweating like a dog. And where will we find water? Millions of people need water, and it's not going to be enough for everyone. So it sucks. And to be stuck in a place like this, and any time can be a big earthquake in Istanbul. Who wants to experience it again? I don't. I'm tired of it. But I don't have a home. My home country doesn't value me. I'm literally a nobody in Hungary. That's why it sucks. I have nowhere to go. I'm stuck here in Turkey. And you think, oh, how lucky she is. Oh, a sunny country, Turkey. Okay. But it's not. If you are like me, a person with white skin, it really, really tortures, the sun tortures you. It's just not pleasant. I'm not from the Middle East, to even those people in Saudi Arabia, they spend time indoors, maybe at the shopping mall or in an office with air conditioning on. Not like me, that I spend most of my time without actually no air conditioning. I never have. So how much it sucks. Those people in Saudi Arabia, they live okay, but I don't, because, well, I'm poor, compared to the the Saudis. I'm poor. So how much better it is for the Saudis. Seriously, even though it's frigging hot in their country, like 50 degrees Celsius degrees, but at least they have air conditioning and they are rich. But I'm just a nobody. So no hope. No hope for anything. Just waiting to die. Actually, I'm waiting. Please, Jehovah God, help. Like just one day I wouldn't wake up the next day. Actually, I have bad sleep because from the heat in summer in Turkey. I just can't sleep. It's too hot for me. Especially in Istanbul, the humid heat is driving me crazy. Like, I can't stand this sticky feeling on the skin, like yuck, disgusting, sweat. It's absolutely disgusting. And that's what I have in Istanbul. Like, you can't avoid unless you go to an air-conditioned place. But you can't go to an air-conditioned place. Even a shopping mall in Istanbul is not really that air-conditioned that it should be. Like, it should be cooler, but I think it would cost more money to make it cooler, so yeah, so it's not pleasant. And when will this summer be over, guys? I just supposedly in Izmir, the news says it's not going to rain until November. Oh my God. Those people there in Izmir, they already have water restriction. That's terrible, guys. I'm afraid in Istanbul we would have the same thing soon. If it's not going to rain, like proper rainfall in the near future, I think we would have to, adjust to water restrictions introduced into Istanbul too. And it would really suck. It would really suck. I don't want that. I pray for grace. Either, Jehovah kill me or just give me grace, but something that just take me out of such situation. Like, I don't want to be this miserable in my body. But he doesn't listen to me, like, I can say something and wish for something and it never happens, right? It's destiny. Some people can pray for something and it happens for them, and how good it is for them, they are lucky. But for me, nothing I wish for happens. Nothing I wanted in life, nothing was given to me, nothing. So, yeah. Sorry, my videos are very boring. I can't move, I don't have skill, I can't dance, I can't do that. Besides, it's freaking hot, so I can barely move myself, it's just too much for me. So yeah, it looks boring, the videos, and yeah, I don't have nice clothes, I don't have nice hair, I don't have makeup, I don't have shit. Yeah, I'm just a poor nobody, so who cares? Nobody's going to care, so yeah. soon. Yeah, I don't want to eat anything tonight. I just, blah. I don't know. I will probably feel a little hungry, but I don't want to eat. It's another torture. You have to think of, oh, what shall I eat? It's boring. I don't like it. Angels, angels, they don't eat. It's so good for them. We are humans, we are supposed to eat something, but I don't like it. It's boring. Um, when you feel depressed, well, yeah, a person can eat, but not because they love eating, but because they feel depressed. So, like just a supplementary action that they feel depressed and they just try to um, erase their depression by eating. That's another thing. So yeah, destiny is good for some people but not for others. Depends on. In this world, you should not be shy. You should be brave, and in this crowded world to stand out is extremely hard. You have to have luck, good luck in life, to stand out and be special. But I don't have the blessing. I don't have good looks, so I'm going to die without achieving anything. I don't consider learning some English as an achievement. It's nothing. I don't have any achievements. I'm depressed. I'm just stuck in nowhere. And I can't change anything. I can't go back in time. I can't change my body. I cannot be somebody else. Everything is like not how I want it. The Muslims would say, just accept this as it is. Allah wanted this way for you. Really? And if I don't feel anything, if I feel sad and I don't know every day, and out of everything, like, why did the bad things happen to me in my life? What have I done to anyone else that I had lost home? I had encountered other type of experience with a transgender person. So I have never had good luck in life. And I ask myself, is it because I'm an evil person? Just destiny. I just didn't have good luck. Other people, they are so confident and beautiful that they get everything and they are free. They are not married, but they still have everything. And sometimes a person can be married, but they don't have anything. So yeah, it sucks. It sucks. So yeah. What to do with the mind? Kill it. Just kill the mind. Yeah. One day I will be gone, hopefully soon, and there will be no pain. It would be great. I can't wait for that day. I don't know when it comes, but I just long for being gone forever, because nobody cares. Nobody would miss me. I don't have a mother who would miss me. I don't have any siblings. My husband, well, he doesn't care that much. I mean, I'm just a person, so it's not like, so I don't matter. That's why I could be gone anytime. And I checked my Instagram, like, have I received any messages for, I posted about the earthquake. Nobody sent a frigging word, not even one word, nothing. As though I don't exist. And of course, my mother didn't send any message either. So nobody cared. Nobody. Such is life, I was born as a curse, I was, not blessed from day one. I was premature born. I was born premature. I'm not blessed, so my body is not the same as others. Others have healthy and good bodies. I don't have that. And my mother is an unhealthy person. She has several health issues, stomach aches and bacteria in her stomach. And I don't know, she's allergic to milk, so she is low on calcium, So I didn't grow up in a healthy environment. That's why perhaps I look so ugly, because I didn't have the nutritions and the care and so yeah. I'm this ugly. And genetics, like I don't have, like Spanish or other Ukrainian genetics to be beautiful. I don't have. It makes me feel depressed. Hungarians are not beautiful. Few maybe, but not the majority. But I'm certainly not, I'm not nice. So I'm not lucky, I'm not happy with, the country I was born in. It's a small country, it doesn't have influence. You would say Orban, the Prime Minister of Hungary, the European Union is mad at him because Orban is against Zelensky, the Ukrainian president. How much influence Mr. Orban has? Well, as a person from Hungary, I feel totally irrelevant. I just feel like a worthless loser, in the world. I don't matter. Even if I speak fluent English, who cares? Who cares? I'm from a small country and it doesn't mean anything. Unless I would have the connections with, I don't know, the politicians or the businessmen, Maybe I could have, a job, but I would need to know those people, but without that I don't matter as a Hungarian citizen. It's a useless thing. So I'm unhappy. You would say, but Orban is this, and a patriotic, person. I'm not proud of him, sorry, because I don't want Hungary to take Ukrainian land, the supposedly former Hungarian land. The Treaty of Trianon in 1920. It was signed in Paris, and Hungary had lost some of those former territories that now belong to the neighboring countries, including Slovakia, Ukraine, Romania. So and so Orban, I think, wants to take those, lands back, but especially with the Ukraine case, the Ukraine war. But I'm not supporting him. I don't support Orban in that sense, because I receive hatred from Romanians, Ukrainians, because they say, you are from Hungary, Orban, we hate Orban, and you. The other, some time ago, a few months ago, we were in Konya, another town in Turkey, and there were tourists, and there was this small group of people from Poland, and they asked me where I was from, and I mentioned that I was from Hungary, and I received a very cold response. We hate Orban. And I said, I also don't like him. And then I just wanted to like ask a question, from the Polish tourist, but then, this cold response, like, as though, I was like guilty, like, oh, you are from Hungary. Oh, I hate Orban. It didn't matter that I said that I don't like Orban, but I was still received in a cold way, and so the tourists, they didn't want to talk to me because of this. So it sucks. It sucks. And I don't belong anywhere. I don't belong to Hungary. I don't belong to Turkey. It's too hot for me. What shall I do? What shall I do? There's no option. So, yeah. It sucks to be from a small country when, when politics, sucks. I mean, Hungary's policies are very stupid. Hungary is like both ways, kind of like Turkey. Hungary is like, well, Hungary supports the Russians, but yeah, Hungary supports Russia and Israel. But it sounds so contradictory, guys. It's so contradictory because it's hypocrisy. Because I watched a video earlier today that a lady said she was Ukrainian, she was Ukrainian, but she didn't support Palestine, because if she supported that, she would be a hypocrite, because Russia is an aggressor against Ukraine. And if she supported Palestine, then it would mean that she would support the annihilation of another country named Israel. So she would basically be a hypocrite as a Ukrainian to support, Palestine. She said it would be like supporting Russia, the aggressor. It would be like if she said she supported Palestine, she would be a hypocrite to her own country. And I thought to myself, wow, her speech was interesting. And yeah, because basically the Palestinians want the annihilation of Israel completely. So I'm sorry, but to completely wipe a country off the earth is not something really a cool agenda. I wouldn't call it, an agenda that, that we should support. Like, that's too extreme for me. Like, I just find it disturbing, because they don't only mean, I think, the wiping of Israel, but they don't want the Christians and other, and it is very disturbing. So I mean, how do you want the world to be the same like you are? Why do you want the whole world to revolving around you, that you want everybody to be the same as you? Why? I'm not saying that they should be given something, but that their goal to wipe Israel off the map is not cool, That agenda is not cool. It's just disturbing that violence is not, how to say, it's not condemned. Violence is okay, because again, I grew up in atheist setting, so I don't know what most of the current generation, young kids, grow up in indoctrination of hating Israel, indoctrination. I didn't grow up in such environment, okay? So that's why I still don't get your religion. I still don't feel that I don't belong to your religion. I still feel distance from your religion. I still feel, okay, I don't do anything against you, but I feel distance from your religion. That's why I feel depressed, because I'm in a country where the expectation is that you shall speak against Israel, okay? And this is making me feel very unsettled, because who I am to condemn, that country. But in many people's eyes, that is not a country, not a legitimate country in their eyes. Which is very disturbing, that we are at this stage, that hatred against the Jewish are so strong that they just don't care about, what reason. They just want to go against the Jewish. Everywhere in Europe, in America, or wherever, they want to go against the Jewish. And this is nasty. The jealousy and hatred. Let me remind you the Bible story of, Adam and Eve, the first human couple. They had children, and Cain had killed Abel. So this was the first, brother killing in human history. So let's remind everyone that what's happening these days with Jewish hatred is not cool. It somehow reminds me of that story from the Bible. And by the way, both Arabic and Hebrew are Semitic languages. They are both written from the right to the left. So from the right to the left. And why is that? Both languages. Why do these people hate each other so desperately? Hang on a minute. Religion tells them to hate each other. Stop. 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 Remember the first, brother killing, mentioned in the Bible, that Cain had killed Abel because he was so jealous of his brother that he killed him. He had killed him. This is so terrible, and this is going to happen again, this type of thing, because humans they can never overcome their, emotions, and jealousy is, we live in this awful world, this unhappy world. So we have differences in our lives, how we live. So we become unhappy, and jealousy breeds in such unhappy environment. And so the first brother killing in human history mentioned in the Bible, sadly, is normal, because Satan is living amongst us. Satan is around us, using people against one another. Let me tell you, this is what is happening. I see this way, the whole story. And this is really disturbing for me. Satan is using people against one another. So we are doomed as human race, because humans never help each other. You can feel so alone in life and nobody cares about you. Everything can collapse around you, earthquake can happen, everything, and you can feel so alone because nobody helps you. This is how it is in the world. We are a doomed human race, so sinful and evil by nature. So there's no hope. There's no hope. Because selfish humans, they never consider anything. So it's going to be an unhappy ending. We are already at the end, by the way. Look at the weather conditions created for us. It's terrible. For months, no rain. Everything is created for destroying humans. Because, well, in the Bible it mentions how sinful humans are, and it's true. Most people want to argue, no, humans are born perfect. What perfect? Tell me. I look at myself, I see all the ugliness, I'm getting old. I just don't feel good. So what perfection? No, it's not. But humans are in denial of, oh, we are all born bad and guilty and sinful. That's why the world has so much wars, so many wars. So many wars because humans are just care about money and they kill one another for, land. For just one piece of land, people can kill each other. Oh my God. This is like the low, like, I mean, a low case, like in the sense of human behavior. It's disturbing. But this happens because people hate each other. They are jealous of each other. They don't want to give another person anything, so they are going to kill each other in the future. That's it. That's my life about these sad topics, and whether you want to think about it, it's up to you. But this is how I see it, and it's very depressing. What's ahead is awful. The amount of money that countries spend on defense is another disturbing issue, because there's going to be a big war. That's why they spend so much money of the budget on defense. So you average human being, you don't matter, I don't matter, because all the countries in the world, they are preparing for a big war, and we don't matter. We are just useless nobodies to the powerful people. Okay, this is the case. That's the only thing. It's depressing, but yeah, the governments see us average human beings as just worthless beings. They will be killed in the war, or maybe not. If not in the war, then in the hunger that can come amidst war conditions, the hunger and water scarcity and illnesses. This is going to happen. So I don't see any hope. Human hope, there isn't any. Jehovah God help people, but I have never been helped, but Jehovah should help people, stop them from doing all these bad things. But nothing will happen. Everything what I have said is going to happen. It's not new. It has been told, it has been preached that there will be wars, illnesses and all those shit. So it's not new. It didn't came from my head, no. So sucks. So we just wait out until our turn to die. Yeah. Great. So anyway, I don't know why is nobody interested in commenting. Like, I don't understand. Like, absolutely no connection to the issues that I have been talking about. You have no opinion about it. You don't care. I don't know. I just feel it's so depressing, when you talk to, like, you think a person is listening to you and you value them, that you talk for a long time, but they don't even say a word. It's just depressing. But this is how it is. They want us, the powerful people want us to feel lonely as possible, and the humans to be distanced from each other, so they would not help each other. And then the war can so easily happen, because when there is enmity and enemy feeling amongst people, different people in terms of the language they speak, then it's easy to create wars. It's so easy. You just got to tell them they have got an enemy, and people are dumb to listen to these, people, powerful people telling them, oh, you got an enemy, and you got to hate on that, and people are going to listen to that, and there's going to be war. And this is the case. Human stupidity. Humans are easily manipulated. That's the thing about humans. We can all be manipulated. It's very easy. The sheep, analogy, sheep. It's you gather, a herd of sheep and you control them. Yeah. Sucks that the world is so crowded and people are full of hate. Can't change that. Can't change that. It's just whatever. I can't say anything that would change anything. So yeah, sadly. Why doesn't Jehovah kill me then? I ask myself, why? Why do I have to wait this long to be killed? If what I say is all pointless anyway, so I don't find the words anymore. So take care. If you want enemies, in your mind you have enemies, then well, I can't change that. Well, I wish you didn't have, but sadly, this is how we are going to be brainwashed, and yeah, then we will see the bad results soon, big wars. So until then, hopefully I would never, I don't know, never see the shit. I would be gone, but I don't think I would be lucky enough to be gone. I think I would see the worst that is yet to come. So I'm going to see the worst things in human history, perhaps. I'm not keen on it, but yeah. Not my will. It's not my will. If it were up to me, I would have ended it so many years ago. I would have ended it. Pointless suffering for nothing. Good luck with whatever you have in your life. To achieve your dreams if you have. Good luck. Bye.